line in. It's Nft Weekly with Lil and Frazzle.
It's Nft Weekly. Feels so right. At the online in. Every Sunday night. It's Nft Weekly. Feels so right. At the online in. Every Sunday night. It's Nft Weekly. Feels so right. At the online in. Every Sunday night.
All right, we're all here.
Awesome. Well, we
Heck
got
yeah.
the legend, the father of the metaverse in our house.
I love that title. The Godfather of the Metaverse. I wish.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Well, thank you for coming to our formal show.
I like it.
I've been doing my research on you a little bit. You're a man that's been around doing recordings and videos and songs for a really long time.
Yes, I've been definitely going at a creative career or whatnot since I was a young man, for sure. Since, my whole life I've been kind of chasing the creative dream, if you will.
So you were more in so the music and the drama, like doing videos and movies.
Yeah, well, I started, back in the day in Austin, Texas. Like my main passion was acting at first, and then I moved to California to do that, and I quit almost right away and started DJing techno music and all that stuff. And I got way into that world for a while, then came back to movies, but in a different way. I started writing and directing indie feature films, and I'm just finishing up my 8th film, which we're going to release like early next year. But then it was this kind of like, once I opened up the door to music, it was like, all right, I fell in love with that. I still am in love with the movie. Like I keep adding things that I'm in love with, and I keep doing, keep trying to function and do these things. Although I haven't made music in like 2 years. But I've been putting out music because I started music 8 years ago and just starting to finish some of it or having people finish it. But I haven't actually made anything, new in that way, just because there's all sorts of these crazy art projects, and the whole NFT space has just consumed me completely. And Metaphors Comics, making whatever it is, there's always something now, which is awesome. And I'm enjoying. I am enjoying like the pace that you can get in this space, where like making a movie goddamn takes forever. Like this last one that I'm finishing up we shot it in December 2019, and like it's just getting finished now. So it's like such a long, crazy process. Music can be more immediate and loner-esque. You can kind of just get something done by yourself. So that's always a nice thing. But there's something about this space and working with community and people and all this stuff, and still being able to kind of get things done at well, depending on the project, but things seem to kind of get done pretty quick and to like a gratifying, satisfying level or whatnot.
Well, that's pretty cool. I was actually going through your website that has movies and it has your collections on it, and I'm like, he's got a man of all different aliases. Because I was trying to figure out, was this actually him? I started going through it. I actually played a recording, and my son goes, "Oh my God, did he write that?" I'm like, "No, it says it's a cover," but he says, "Mom, if he did, he'd be rich because it's all over TikTok. Choices."
Oh yeah. That's a cover song of a rapper, E40. Yeah, no.
Yeah. E40.
I just thought, I mean, that's so funny. It's like it's a really difficult song to learn, or it was for me anyway. But yeah, I was doing that one for a little while there. Kind of, I performed at a couple events, and then it's just kind of one of the songs. But yeah, people love that song.
Oh, they do. And my son, as soon as I was going through, I was listening to all the tunes because they really have it for the ones that I came across. I haven't gone through all of them, mind you. I was still going to do that, but I was going through some. I'm like, wow, you're really techno. Like you're like a left marshmallow man.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely into it. I mean, like from like the DJ years, then from there I started like a band. I had a band for about 5-6 years that was called Gene Wilder, and I
Yes.
was kind of like the lead singer of that. And the band that was like, it started out as me and this other filmmaker. His name's Alex Holdridge, and it was just me and him and like beats I made on a computer. But then like cut to like a couple years later, and it was like me and like 12 really, really like professional country musicians on stage with me, but none of them playing like their normal instruments, and no rehearsals. They're all just like learning my songs like on stage, and that was like every show for like a few years. It was just like chaos and let's
Much
see what happens.
much like this metaverse chaos.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, and so kind of like leading to NFTs and the metaverse and all this stuff, I got into crypto like a lot of people did in like the 2016, 2017 run up. And like I saw this then, I was like really excited about like the potentials for creativity, but through the crypto space, and was like, man, one day we're going to have like all of what we're seeing right now, like, is going to happen because of blockchain, because of the technology and stuff. So I've been, researching and kind of looking into all of this stuff since then. And I'm just blown away that like, it's like, we're doing it now, like that this is happening. And I feel like it's a place where like all of the creativity that I've ever done, music, film, it all comes together here, in a perfect way.
No, that's awesome. Like, yeah, it's going so fast. I find like I'm fairly new to this crypto world and NFT space, and things are moving so quickly within the metaverse. It's like it's hard to keep up. Like if you miss a day in this space, you can miss a lot. And there's a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, it's sort of one of the reasons why I wanted to start doing the Upland Action NFT news daily, was just to sort of like have that check-in for myself, even, like it just keeps me in the, like, having to research a little bit every day about what's going on. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you go away for a couple days and yeah, you feel like you missed the world.
Yeah. And I miss your show because unfortunately real life work, and because I'm on the other side of the country in Canada.
Yeah.
I miss your show, and then I'm playing catch up and watching all your show. But I really like the Upland Action News. I started watching you when I could, probably around maybe March of this year. I joined Upland in February, but then you get on Discord and people start talking, and I start seeing people talk about the Left House show through the Upland server. So you meet people there and people were talking, and then I started watching it. It was very informative. I've learned a lot based off of your show.
That's really cool. It's funny. I've heard that a couple of times, and I didn't really take it serious or believe it at first, but now I've heard it a few times. I'm like, oh, okay. Like there is actually some good information coming out. It's not just a bunch of jokes into silliness or whatever, which I know is like part of it though too. Like there's not a lot of other people that do that in the crypto space, like try to make it fun or funny or interesting. I don't know. Not that I'm like trying to do Saturday Night Live or anything with it, but I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more enjoyment from some of these other YouTube shows or whatnot, and less bragging about how everything was first.
Well,
like I said this first or whatever. Like that's fine, that's cool, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Why I called you the legendary father of the metaverse is because your show was one of the first shows that actually started talking about the metaverse that I came across and that I had heard about. I mean, now there's so many Twitch channels, and like even ourselves, like Frazzle and I and Dangus with our weekly show. We thought even, with the art and the NFT, what a great way to bring it to the community, to be a little bit less formal, to talk about NFTs, to talk about the new artists that are, maybe struggling or maybe not have the outlet to get noticed, the exposure, right?
Yeah.
So with your show, your show, like I say, you're the father of the metaverse because your show was one of the first shows that really kicked this streaming of the NFTs.
Yeah.
I personally think, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, well, like we're in our corner of the world, in a sense with wax and stuff like that. But I feel like I mean, there's been there'd probably be people on the east side of the world that would say otherwise, you know, or like, oh no, this guy was streaming this or whatever years ago, whatever. But I know it. But in this sort of world, there was another guy that I saw that was doing a bunch of like he has a wax show and he gives away a bunch of stuff. I haven't seen him recently, but he was kind of like I was sort of poaching information from this dude. God, I got to remember the name of. I'll look him up, see if I can find him. But I was like poaching information from him for my show. Another one place that I steal a lot from is NFT Live from the lads, like, and mostly like they'll cover, you know, stuff across stream, but most of their stuff seems to be on the east side of things. But they've had some wax projects on there and stuff. We did like Metaphors did like one of their like radio podcast shows with for the lads, which was really cool. But yeah, like I can't think of. There's a few other people out there, but that I'll check into and stuff on as far as like NFTs and metaverse stuff goes. But yeah, I like what you guys are doing. I like what how our community rolls. You know, there's a lot of fun that seems to be had in our community between, you know, the folks that we all like dabble with and stuff, and the different projects and stuff seem to have like a lot of like, I like the indie sort of like spirit that comes with a lot of what like you guys do at the Online Inn, and or like Faded Monsuda's game, stuff like that. It's like it feels familiar, fresh to me, you know, feels like the 90s to me or something.
I like well, we will eventually be a little bit more formal, but I prefer the informality of our show. It makes it more realistic, I think, and more true. And I know for myself, I've always been, let's get people talking. Like, we will check the chats and see if people have questions, or, you know, they may have a comment. And so it's like, it's more personalized, I find.
Yeah.
You get to touch base and with the people that buy your art. I mean,
yeah,
personal, right? So if they see your face and they get to hear your voice, they know you're real, you're genuine. It has a better feel, I think.
Yeah.
To a museum, it's too bad, you know, you could see Picasso now, you know, but you see his art.
Well, it's one thing you were saying, you know, that you found the show, you know, through the Upland server and stuff, and for me, it's crazy because it's like Upland. When I found Upland, it was like, oh, I really wanted to start a movie theater and figure that whole thing out. And then I heard the word NFTs, and it didn't mean anything to me at the time that I heard it. And then when I started doing like working with like the Upland fan art, that was like the first time I was making like NFTs. So I was making like some Upland style stuff. And then from there, I started talking with Rico and Mars, and it's like, you know, Metaphors is born, and so many people that have come on the show, like with their projects, have come on saying like, I started out of Upland, or like because of Upland and watching your show, I've started this or something like that. So it's interesting that that's all growing, because there are people that still have no idea what Upland is, you know, but it's like brought in so many people together.
It has.
And so for my set, you know, like I know my show's gotten away from Upland a little bit. I'm trying to get back to it a little bit more, because it was like, you know, it's done so much for me. It like puts so many amazing people into my life, and you know, people that I'm like, you know, really love their art, really love them as human beings, and just like the function of like dealing with these people on a daily basis is just lovely. It's amazing, you know. So,
and there's a lot of passion within the Upland community.
Yeah.
For some of us, like I said, I started in February when I joined Upland, and it was by accident because my daughter had downloaded it onto my phone, and my husband and I were just getting into crypto at that time, or probably just before February. So when I got on, I didn't know there was a Discord. I mean, there was no direction when I started, because when I started, they just had San Francisco and Manhattan. There was nothing else. And then I got into it, and, you know, I bought into the game too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they had all the hiccups and the burns, and you couldn't get into the game. You couldn't get into.
God, you came at a terrible time. Yeah.
And
That's,
when Brooklyn opened, that jaded me a lot, because I'm like, okay, first of all, my computer, I don't know what's going on here, because people are just lagging it so bad that you couldn't even get a property, and I kept getting kicked out. I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. So by the time I was able to get into the game, I was picking up the scraps.
Yeah.
It became frustrating, but, you know, that's, I think, a lot of us people in Discord met each other, like Morchies and Band 68 and, the Nasty Hooks. I mean, I heard through
Yeah.
the Nasties through people in Upland. And I started searching them out, and same like Upland.
Yeah, I think I first heard of the Nasty Hooks from Uplando. I think
Yeah.
he was the first person that messaged to me about them, and I was like, "Wait, why do I? Well, who are these people? Like, am I supposed to know? Or I was just like the way he talked about him. I was like, shit. And then I heard him. I'm like, oh, I get where he's coming from. They're amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're awesome. And then
yeah,
funny, the first time I watched their show, it was funny because my husband's a big fan of them too. And the first time we listened to them, he said, "What the F is this?" And I said, "I don't know, but I like it." And then it was just a snowball from there for me. I mean, obviously, you guys know I'm in tight with those boys. I love them to death. They're great.
yeah.
Community, and they help promote the artists. They're always saying drop your art or whatever. So they give me great inspiration. And that's the thing. A lot of my art is inspired through the interactions and the people that I've met through this community. So
100%.
yeah. But with you, so a lot, like, I'm going to ask you this question because I know you do music and you do videos. Have you did any, I mean, I know you do art, but I'm not sure what specific art that you do. Do you actually draw the drawings, or you're behind the technical part of it?
Well, no, I do. I mean, I'm all over the place. We're in the, I mean, we started to release Dyslexic 95, which is, an art project that it's a bunch of drawings that I did in the 90s. And then I basically have taken them into Photoshop and started to edit them, cut them apart, colorize them, animate them. There's these weird little bubbles that I made out of them as well. And then my brother Emmett put music to them. We put sound to the little animations and stuff. So what you're seeing on my t-shirt right now, those are little pieces that I drew from the collection. There's a mockumentary thing that we shot actually 15 years ago now. It's still not done, but in it, I play a world famous artist named Brian McGuire, and that's my real name in the real world. But in the movie, I play a famous artist named Brian McGuire who only draws once a year. And this particular documentary focuses on this 1 year where he draws 100 t-shirts in 3 days. And I literally drew the t-shirts. My band played a show. I was DJing at an anniversary party, but we shot it all as if it was for like the artists, like this big event for the artists. We had like 250 people come through my house in 3 days, some like with Russian accents, someone speaking French, all to come see the artists. We have to finish this movie, but I don't know. Where am I going with this? I'm sort of all over the place. And, like when I work on a movie, it sort of steals me from like making the music or this type of art or whatnot, so then I'll the Action Family Club cards, like a lot of the creation and putting that together came out of my brain, the weird traits and this and that and how we got to it and stuff. So it's like I missed sessions of where I'm just sitting there and like doing art for art's sake and stuff like that, but or music or whatever it is. But it kind of rotates, things kind of rotate around, and I get my window where I get that. But yeah, since I think like I was making more kind of like artsy type pieces when I first started, but then when NFTs and releasing them that way, things that were kind of connected to Upland and stuff. But then, like Metaphors Comics comes on, all these other projects come on, and then like the pace, you have to slow down and kind of release things. And right now, was finishing my film and getting that all together, and the next step is like building out all the NFTs for it and stuff before we release the film and all that stuff.
Merchandise, because I'm looking at your shirt, I'm thinking, he could actually put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that would be cool. It looks good on the shirt.
Yeah. It goes great with your eyes.
Oh, thank you. Whoa, is that a smoking burger down there I'm seeing?
It sure is.
Hell yes.
This is my avatar sometimes.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
No, I didn't draw it or anything. It's just from Face Red Gap. But
yeah. So wait a minute, what the hell is this award that just showed up in my wallet all about? You know how much I love awards.
Well, you
Yeah,
get that
we
award-winning show.
We figured you
yeah.
deserved the first one. We were just gonna make
take
you a 101, but like, you know what? We should award the viewers too. So we're gonna award every single viewer that fills out the form here today.
That's
With
awesome.
that same award, and I'm gonna individually put each name on it. So a little
That's
bit of
beautiful.
work for tonight, but I think it is well deserved for everybody that's been here. It's pretty much the same exact people that have been showing up since the start. So
Yeah. Well, so that's the other thing I keep thinking about lately is like how we have to start growing our community. You know what I mean? We have a good core base of weirdos and awesome people that I think that more people need to know about what we're doing because there's some good shit happening here.
Oh,
I'm a fan of like all of the stuff that you guys are working on, like all your projects, your individual projects are so sick. Like I love your stuff, Lil. It's amazing.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, and then you guys, thank you for sharing some of the pieces with me too. I keep getting what's the deal with these scary ass faces? The people's names are awesome, but yeah, what is there? What's the story with that collection?
So Ether Faucet, I just do AI work, and I try to do like an airdrop for at least the VIP once a week, and then every other week for any of the members, since there's like 1,000.
Yeah.
But it's more like a piece every week, and I just come up with random animations, really. Like
I love that I got into the whole A Ether thing. I had no idea that it was your deal or whatnot. I was just like stumbled into it from Nft, and it wasn't until like months later that I put it, or it probably was weeks, but in my mind, months later, but that I realized what was going on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's been a project. It's fun.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give out a VIP copy for the inn, and it gives you like a VIP status with our Criticraft real quick.
Sick.
And I think we got 23 people here. I think it's good enough to go.
Is Left House on there?
I don't think I dove in. No.
No. So the way to
I
get
never
on these
play.
in the future is just watch the channel on Twitch and hit !play. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget to do that.
Makes it a little bit easier than manually adding.
I think I'm going to switch to StreamYard and start doing it through Twitch. This is great.
Yeah, and it's not just Criticraft. There's a bunch of stream integrated games that people can play, like Marbles and Marbles.
Marbles and Marbles, yeah.
I can't remember the name of the other couple, but there's a couple of them you can choose. And then
I heard there was some Mosh Pit one out there. You guys seen this?
I know there's some fighters.
Oh, okay.
Fighter
That's cool.
thing with the ring, wrestling ring, I think.
Oh, wow.
We should try that sometime, Raz.
Yeah.
Imagine if Kuma wrestled with her.
It's been a chaotic month, but I definitely have some plans. And I'm not sure if that person is even in our Discord, but we'll see if they added a Wax wallet to their name.
Large. Or was that
Large.
Lanch? Lanch.
Yep. So I got his Wax wallet, and I'll send that over. And I'll let you finish asking your questions, Lil, because it sounded like you had a few. And we'll start the next thing off so you can enter. But
I gotta go to the Twitch. I'm just looking on StreamYard here.
Plug myself into my phone.
And thanks for chilling here, Punctavian and
Yes.
Yeah, hey, Punctavian.
How are you?
Kingsbury.
I'm chilling.
And Kingsbury.
All right.
Thank you very much for showing up, and thank you, Roman Punks, for coming too. Dangus is going to interview you. I'm sharing.
Pressure's on.
I'm sharing.
Yeah, we're just kind of splitting up the interviews here today.
But with Left House, I wanted to talk a little bit more about his Action Family Matters.
Yes.
Dyslexia. I bought some of those, so that's pretty cool. I like the little water gun and the pew pew and that. I have those.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk a little bit about that project that you're working on, I know there's lots of secrets in that one.
Yeah, well, so the whole like dyslexic thing, we started to launch it, right? And then it sort of got messed up in the way that it first came out. And I had like blending mechanics built into it, but like this project I've been working on for a little while. And when I came up with it was like when the blending stuff was new. And then when we got to it, it was like there's no real necessary need for a blending thing here. There's no game to it. So I wanted to remove that. And also because of my visit with the Roman Punks, was that last week, and talking cross-chain stuff. We're going to do a little bit of cross-chain stuff with the Dyslexic 95. So we're going to, when we release the first piece, we'll do a one of one on ETH as well. But the person that buys that will get all 10 pieces of the collection in wax. So we're sort of reorganizing the way that we're putting that together. Much more simple and easier and cheaper, actually, too, than the way that we had it set up before. It just all felt all sorts of wrong. The wax price started jumping and everything. I was all dialed into the number 9, and then it just wasn't making sense. So I think probably this week we'll get that all sorted out and up and running. But as far as the Action Family Matters, you're talking about the animation series that we started doing for the Action Family Club card holders. And that is basically, we're going to do one episode a month. Last month we did the Halloween special. This month will be Thanksgiving. But the process goes is that, and everybody who is a holder right now can submit one of their cards, which is a character, one of their Action Family Club card characters, to audition for a part in the episode. And we have resumes. You fill out the form, either choose one of the catchphrases and traits that we came up for you, or you can add your own. Then all of that goes into the randomized generation process of choosing. Once we choose our actors, we'll ask you if you want to do your lines, record your lines or not. If you don't, we'll provide actors for you. But then everybody's favorite character gets voted each month, and the person that gets voted in gets to be in the next episode. And if you get voted into 3 episodes, you'll get your own spin-off episode. So
Awesome.
just silly, raunchy adult cartoon humor that doesn't make any sense, but it's sort of Mad Libish in a way. Like, it's the lines and what people choose, and then what comes in from the resume. That's what I use to write the piece from. So it's a hodgepodge of community love.
Oh, well, talking about community love, we got a lot of people here tonight. Thank you, everybody's come. And Uplando said to say hi.
Hello, Uplando.
He's in the house.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Yes.
Nuckies.
Is that your puppy?
Yeah, the famous Nuckies. Yeah, he'll show up on the Upland Action News every once in a while.
Yeah, I think all of our pets at some point do.
Oh, yeah. I did a whole NFT series with Nuckies. I should probably get back to it, put out some more pieces. It's been a while. Those are good ones.
So what would you say is like one of your favorite pieces that you have collected since you've started this journey? It doesn't have to be your own. It doesn't have to be anybody here. What would you say the one piece that you would not let go for anything?
Oh, gosh, that's tough. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, I think that I absolutely love is your mini toys collection. I'm a huge fan of that. It's just the little trinkets that the guy makes. I really want to get him on the show, but I think we need we need a translator, and I can't remember where he's from, like Transylvania or something like that. So I don't know if you're familiar with the collection or not, but they're kind of just cheap little toys, but they're badass. I don't know. I love that collection.
Yeah. And
so
he himself on ETH as well.
Is he on ETH as well?
Yeah, he has some of his.
Whoa, crazy.
Well,
I didn't know that.
Trying to build this project because I'm in his Discord, but it's fairly quiet.
Yeah.
By himself, right? He doesn't have a team, and like all of us that are just the artists, or we're just one aspect or the other, and don't have a big dev team, or it's hard to get moving. And he wants to eventually have a programmer. He was asking about if anybody knew anybody.
Yeah.
Programmer. And I said, you like, if we could get you more exposure. I even asked him if he wanted to come on our show too. But like, again, the language is an issue. But I love his stuff. I collect his stuff. I got his mummy. It was a legendary mummy. I have him. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, the
I
mummy's cool.
and I've got his angel. I bought into that. So I have a few of his toys. I like him. I really, really like his little toys.
Yeah, they're super cool. But yeah, that's like kind of like the first and only that's coming to my mind right now. But I mean, there's so many, definitely so many things but yeah, that's number one for me. It's the mini toys collection.
Well, I have to say I like his, but I'm also a big fan of Dangus because for some reason I have this thing for family.
Yeah.
I love the Dangus family, his wife and his little Emmett. And he's got this collection of his. I can't find his squirrel. I swear it's the 1,000th pack.
Yeah, these are great too. I mean, I went nuts that one day on the show and bought a gang of these. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I got like 650 NFTs now.
Yeah.
On the search for that squirrel.
Yeah.
But his wife just also did a polar bear. And she did a wolf. So I really like their nature art.
Oh, another collection that I would like to just shout out real quick. I had a cool interview chat. I'm going to drop the interview on Monday, but it's the fella from the Drop Bears, which is like a generative collection of koala bears on wax. And yeah, I don't know. The guy's awesome. We had a great chat. And I want to push his project a little bit. I think not a lot of people know about it, but he's got all the right intentions. It is very much like it feels very much like an ETH generative collection, sort of like the way it's like mapped out, and he's like donating to help the koalas and stuff like that. He's got some charities that he's giving to, but and also he's giving away like a trip for 2 to Australia.
Oh, that's
and yeah, super cool stuff that he's got mixed in there, and the art's pretty rad.
There's so much collectors and artists out there. They all have wild art. I mean, I try to collect as much from everybody as I can.
Yeah.
I love the art from people. There's another project. I think it's Red. Is it Red Panda?
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
I have a couple pieces of theirs because they also help with the saving of the red panda. So some of their proceeds go to that project.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So this is actually one of the guys from Drop Bears that helped me build these tokens. We had it in 2D and he redid like some of the paint on it and then turned it into a token.
Amazing. Yeah.
Been a fan of the Drop Bears since they started. I still need to get one. Those ETH projects just kind of scare me off, and I'm like, oh, I'll get it when the gas is low, and then I just keep forgetting. Because
I know it was scary to get into the ETH side of things, but now that I'm in it, I'm sort of like hooked on it as well too. Like I'm constantly looking for weirdo projects over there too, and there's some good ones.
About ETH.
It's scary. It's too much, huh?
Oh, it's just open sea. I'm not going to get on that tangent because I have a tangent with them right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tangent for another time.
No,
for sure.
A little tangent that's been stuck since September. So.
Bummer.
Yeah. But
yeah,
they have a lot of cool projects over there too.
Yeah.
And Cardano's doing one, but they're not open to minting yet. I keep checking on that. ADA.
Yeah.
But they
started
it in July, but like I can't mint anything yet. Like any of my art, it says you got to wait. So I don't know.
Yeah, you can sign up for beta minting, but there'll be more marketplaces popping up for all of these blockchains.
Yeah.
Some of them like Hive and Wax are already integrating, and like even though Wax and Ethereum really haven't, I mean, they do have the whatever it is, the bridge. But even though that's like not fully in place yet, there's collections like Maticland that I started where if you buy one of the ETH ones, you get something on Wax. And same for Roman Punks. They have a thing where you get the Roman Punks ETH thing and you get the first mint of that Roman Punk on Wax. So there's a couple collections that branch over to through, and I think we're going to see more of that.
Roman
Definitely.
Punks, the Dangus the other day. Roman Punks, I've become quite fond of, and I don't know, it's because I have luck with their packs. I don't know, but I like the art. I like the art, but I'm like, wow, I've been lucky with them with the 3 or 4 packs that I've bought, and I do like their art. And I think they have a good project. So it's like one of those things that you're trying to find. There's so much out there. It's like, what project you want to be in all of them, but you just can't.
Yeah, I know.
Definitely.
Starting to find a few that I'm really getting into, like mini toys. I really like that one, so I'm stuck with it. Of course, Kingsbury, I'm biased, so food
Yeah.
monsters, since I helped make.
And as far as the gaming one goes, it's like, I swear to God, I just turned around and there's like 10 new games that I've not heard of, and I feel like, fuck, I'm missing out, or something. It's like, and I always find out about them right after they're sold out. I'm like, okay, I guess not doing that one.
Yeah,
Which is
buying
fine,
it off the
'cause I had to-
secondary.
Yeah, I don't, like I won't do it. I won't do the secondaries. Well, I have done it on a few things, but it's like, it's just there's too many of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
so
I
I'm
just
trying to
had to
pick and
buy-
choose. It's hard.
Had to buy the Beast Garden booster pack for like 3 times more than the drop, but that's my own fault. I didn't notice that you needed a silver token to blend into this whitelist thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
That's the other thing too. Everything is so complicated now. Like, to get into a collection, the whitelist, how much time you need to spend in the Discord and this, that. Like, there's so many rules to be able to get signed up now, which is cool on some level. I like it, I get it, but at the same time, and I will just walk out. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll go move on to the next one. Sometimes
right.
you might lose me because of it, but maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to lose me. I don't know.
Well, even for Discord channels, you have so many of them, and I find if like for the day that I work at 8 o'clock in the morning and I get off at 5 o'clock at night. It depends. I come home and I'm like, holy cow, what I got to read through, and half of these projects that you feel like you're not doing them justice. You want to be in there, you want to be part of it, but like you miss so much because there's so much going on with how many tabs and Discord servers you're in.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
it's bad. It's like, oh, I want to be part of this, but then you miss it for, like I said, you miss a day and you miss so much. And I spent the whole night reading my messages or the messages from the servers.
Well, I spend the first 5 minutes of the morning just closing out spam, like, hey, didn't mean to slide into your DMs, but I need 2 more people to be, or whatever. And you're like, oh, fucking so many like things. I was blocking them all for a while. And then I was like, oh, I'll just like promote the show back to them, So I started doing that. Like, I had my copy paste link ready. But nobody responds back that way either, So I'm like, all right, this is not working. So I just delete them now.
Yeah.
I actually had somebody join my server, so I would join their server, doing that same exact thing. He's like, you got to join my server first.
Yes. Yeah, I'll try that move. See if people respond to that one. I doubt they will. But
no, I left his server and he left my server already.
Yeah.
But at least we checked it out.
Yeah. Did each other the service. That's nice. And
it looks like we have 39 viewers on the Twitch, but only 29 in the Crittercraft. This is going to be for an Immersis NFT. Hopefully, most of you have heard about Immersis. That was the person that was spamming you, Punctavian.
Yeah, I got to the bottom of that, actually.
Magenta over there. Yeah, no, I have loved what they had. Have you ever had Dan from Immersis on Left House, by the way?
No, I want to. Yeah, we haven't spoken to him yet.
We need him on this show, too. Maybe I'll reach out.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at reaching out to people.
I've been trying to get Byron the artist to come on.
Yeah, so we actually have they're doing this Zickle Army thing, and his web developer is going to be on along with one of our community members next week.
Oh, good.
And possibly him, but it's not a for sure thing yet.
I know. I messaged him on Twitter asking him because I love his zombie cats. I have a thing for his cats, but I bought 2 pieces. I mean, they weren't ridiculous. They were
the zombie cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went nuts on those for a minute. Yeah.
I bought a bunch, and then there's one that like I have it in my wallet, but I bought 2 of those, and then I ran out of wax because with me, as soon as I get wax on my own stuff, I end up putting back into the community just as fast as I get some in. But I bought 2 of those cats, and I keep looking at them. I would like to blow it up and put it on my wall. I actually really like it. So yeah, I'm glad you were able to reach out because I tweeted him and he didn't respond back. So I'm like, okay, that sort of gives me an indication he doesn't want to. But I really like his art, and he does the EOS and wax, right?
Yeah, EOS.
Okay, EOS.
It's all good. Yeah, some people are just busy, you know. When you get hundreds of Twitter messages, it's easy to get lost.
It does.
And look at something and never come back.
Just like all those discords we were talking about. There's
Right?
1,000 things going, right?
Well, let's play this game. So you can do like the grubsplode and the turn and stuff when you're on Twitch as well. So you can all these different commands, including explode.
That's awesome.
Now I want to ask the viewers if anybody has questions they would like to ask Left House, because I've been trying to look at the chat if anybody had anything particular they'd like to ask or have us ask on the chat.
Is there sound coming out of this? I should learn how to unsound it. Sorry.
There's some suspenseful music rocking here.
Usually it has like a microphone symbol or something to turn the sound off on the browser, but oh, here we go. I figured it out. Brave is a little bit different. I don't know what browsers you guys use, but I definitely love my Brave.
I'm a brave man.
You get much bad out of that?
No.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems to add up, you know, like it seems like there's like not much, but I don't know, it adds up. And then, you know, I've been dealing with Brave since it started, so
You get more on your mobile.
yeah.
I think we had like a double KO, so
Oh wow.
Mad Fisher just barely took that lead.
Congrats, man.
I'll copy that out, and we'll have your immersives pass out here in a little bit.
I like the show you do with the nasty folks. Different rooms. That was pretty cool.
What was that? The music was a little loud.
Oh, when you had the nasty hooks on last week,
Yeah.
that was a pretty fun show. I liked how you had them in different frames and sitting in different tables. That was quite humorous. That was a good show.
That's like a new feature on Zoom or something that just showed up, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I just started playing with it on the show there. So I was like, this is great.
This is great, yeah.
Yeah.
I find
Silly.
those boys on any show, even when they came to our they're a lively bunch. Those two are they're great. They have a lot of fun when they do any interview, let alone those shows that they do. But yeah, I really enjoyed that show. I mean, I'm always biased to the Nasty Hooks, but that was a really funny show. I was laughing my ass off. It was great.
No, they're like a classic duo. They're almost like Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder or something. You know what I mean? Like they the way they work off of each other and bounce, and they know each other, so they're so funny. It's incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, they're pros. They're 100% pros.
Impromptu stuff. I actually I know they do shows in real life. So I mean, too bad if I'm ever down in their neck of the woods, I'd like to find out where they do their shows because I'd love to see them live. I think.
Oh hell yeah. No, I bet their live shows are just way more. I mean, that's got to be insane. Just perfect. Yeah. They're so fun. Big fans of them.
Too bad you still do DJing live shows, Left Hook.
I want to like start, doing live music shows again, but like just the time's got to, the wheels got to rotate around to it. But yeah, I definitely want to start mixing more music into my metaversal life.
They are doing more and more. Like look, you see what the Nasty Hooks do with their blending and with their new series where you can get their full song if you get a legendary.
Yeah, that's super cool. I mean, I'm talking to another Discord crew. They're called NFT Tunes, and I'm trying to get them on the show too because they're integrated into all sorts of things that are happening with music in the space. I think that would be fun to hear about and learn about.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Oh, and then the what is it? The Train of the Century. Their beta just went live, I think yesterday or the day before. So I'm a huge train man. I've been waiting for that game to go up, and yeah, so you can like start sending your trains to different stations and collecting the token, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
Oh, I'm so behind on them. I think I only have one train pack.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The staking ended now. So like it ended what on Friday. So you got to claim and unstake all that stuff so you can then go into the play tab and it'll take you to the map where all the train stations are, and you'll be able to find out where your train is if you have a train.
There's just so much neat stuff out there.
Yeah.
You got a train frazzle? What's the deal, bud?
Yeah, I got a couple trains. I not very much, but a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Make like a Tosium an hour or something.
I'm fully lost on all this stuff, but that's all right.
Oh, there's so much.
This is
They're
one
all the same, it's like Alien Worlds, but instead of in space, you're on trains. Like when you send your train from one station to the next, it's like 30 minutes to an hour. Then you can claim your reward, right? So it's like your mining time, if you will.
Sure.
And it is in beta, so I'm sure there's like a lot more that they're going to be coming in. It just launched, but in a way, as most of these play to earn games are giving us the same thing, just in space or in the old west, or like
sure
on a train, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Let's just see where they go. Yeah. I'm patient.
Some projects will last, some projects won't. It's neat to watch and follow how each project's evolving to keep up with each other or to keep ahead of each other. And you're seeing more celebrities come into the space, and you're seeing more bigger players like Hot Wheels coming into the space. And, Funko and all those other ones. So it's to see the little guy, the big guy, and in the last 6 months, how many people or how many projects even really new have evolved and have progressed the way that they have.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Has been a big boost to a lot of our communities, especially the little guy, in helping promote them and bring light to their project with all that voting that was going on there a month ago.
Yeah, that was cool. That did stir up a lot of energy. It was cool.
The force is hyped for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I enjoyed meeting them and having them on the show, and I'm what's exciting to me about that project is where it comes from, and that it wasn't just invented within the last few months within the space because somebody's copying or ripping off this game. It's like, no, this has a whole background, the whole idea, the concept of it being like a table game at first, and then them integrating into the space, I think is really, really, really cool. I saw recently a project on the ETH side that, on their roadmap and stuff, what they were promising was a board game versus like a metaverse game. And I was like, that feels refreshing. That feels good. Like somebody doing something slightly different or a little bit, maybe slightly more realistic even too, like, or not to say that all these people are, but we know a lot of them can't be real. A lot of the people that are promising crazy metaverses, this, that, and games or whatever, like, so there's so many people promising them that they can't all be real. No way. No way. So, anything that the people that are utilizing NFTs in fresh ways that I haven't seen yet, those are the ones that are really exciting me. Like, I want to see the things that are outside of art, outside of gaming happen. Like, what's the next big craze for it? Like, what is going to be the next level for the NFT? Like, I'm curious.
It's nice. It's like you said, it's refreshing. Like, we see so many where they're doing it backwards, whereas Warsaken had something, and they've been developing a long time, and they have all their cards, and they have the idea, and they have the actual card game developed before they start promoting themselves. So it is refreshing to see the game first and the rest of it following behind.
Yep.
It's a more legitimacy to the project.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then not to take away from somebody inventing something in the last few months or whatnot, because like some of those things are incredible, and they couldn't have been invented without the project in front of them that gave them the idea. And everybody's building on top of everybody else's ideas right now, and it's the way it should be. It reminds me sort of skateboarding in the 90s when all these tricks were being invented, and it was just like happening, and there's just too much at once. And nowadays there's like a YouTube tutorial for every trick and how to do it right and this, that. And then there was none of that, It feels like that in the NFT space. It's like everybody's inventing new tricks and coming up with this stuff. But, 5 years, they're even shorter than that. There'll be tutorials on how to do it all,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see, did anybody have any questions for Left? No, I don't see anything. This is your opportunity.
I talk too much. They already know everything about me.
I'm not sure you know everything about you, man.
No, I know. It's true.
Well, that could be kind of a good segue, as the gaming style of Roman Punks is markedly different at this point in time as some of these other games. As you would, I've been finding there's been a lot of good gameplay and interesting ways that the NFTs are being distributed and the community is being built over there. And I want to welcome Punctavian to the show, and maybe we can get some updates on how the project's going.
Yeah, thanks, Dangus. Frazzle, Lil, Left House, nice to see you again.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, no, there's a lot coming on with the project now. Actually, since I last spoke with y'all, there was a pack drop. So we dropped a pack of fighters. So for 30 wax, you get three cards, and some of them are fighter cards, and some of them are legendary and mythical emperors and god cards. So if you get a fighter card, then you can use it in our Twitch streams that we run 3 days a week, that we're holding on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And what we do is all the cards have a value, an attack value to them. And so we have different fights going on that we basically just play with by rolling dice. And if you're in the chat and you have the card, then you have an opportunity to play your card, essentially. And if you're winning, if your card wins, then you get a chance that you might win an NFT on that day. So we're giving away at least 5 NFTs for each Twitch stream that we do. And then for the season, what we're doing is we keep track of all the winners. And so at the end of the month, and then at the end of the 2-month period that we'll do, around the New Year's, we'll have an epic prize giveaway where we'll give away some mythicals, some new mythicals, and some Ether Roman Punks as well to the winners. So, the last time we did the Gladiator tournament, we gave away a Ether Medusa and an Ether Cyclops. And then it's funny because the wax version of the Cyclops NFT just today was sold on the secondary market for 5,000 wax. Someone was going around and picking up all these low mint cards, and we just had this huge run on our collection. I guess, a few collections got hit, in a good way. And so, yeah, one of our
awesome
members cashed in, a few actually. So yeah, no, and pretty good chance to get the mythicals and the legendaries and the packs. People have been ripping them open and getting lucky. So it's good. It's very promising for people who are stoked to see the cards and then see how we build it out and whatnot. Like, it's funny you were saying, Lil, about Warsaken as the example of a project that was completely conceptualized from the beginning before they even launched, Same with Train of the Century. Well, I don't know much about it, but it looks like that type of a project where it's like, okay, this is what we're going to do and this is how it's going to work. Boom, here we go, right? Well, for us, it's not like that because it's essentially just me and my partner, Christine, and she is just the artist. Well, not just, she is the artist. And I do all the other stuff, right? So I manage the Discord, I create the NFTs, I write the names of the characters and do all the backstories and stuff. And so it's a ton for two people to be doing all this work, right? And so, you know, it would be great for us to conceptualize and plan out an entire huge massive project from scratch and then launch it. But what we're doing it is, you know, it's organic, right? We started out by just saying, okay, here are the NFTs that we have, here's the art that we have, here's the concept, and we just let it grow. And that's, you know, how it has grown. It started out with just some Ether NFTs that were inspired by, you know, the CryptoPunk success. And now, you know, we're building out wax cards. We're having gladiator matches on Twitch and streaming and trying to build up our Twitch community, and building you know, stuff on Sandbox, etc. So it's organic. It comes apart as we go. And, you know, the great thing about it is the community is involved and they get to participate and help decide the direction and, you know, be part of that going forward. So that's what's, you know, it's a different type of a project. It's kind of, you know, it'd be great if we were able to say, you know, have an entire huge concept and a team and plan something out. Like, we'd like to get there. So, you know, we are, you know, looking if anyone wants to be on our team and help us to make this into something more, then, you know, we'd be happy to talk to you. But at this stage, we're just doing it essentially week by week for now. And it's been a ton of fun.
I love to see how it's growing. It's great. It's just really cool to see.
So I got something just before. Sorry for interrupting you guys, but I wanted to share out what's going out tonight real quick, and you don't have to stay here left if you don't want.
I have a question for Luke before he goes. He can't go yet.
Okay, you ask your question real quick while I get the screen.
Yeah,
up.
I'm happy to chill too. So
Sorry, I'm not trying to take away from Roman. But someone did ask a question, and then we would start talking to Roman, so they didn't get that asked. So More Cheese wanted to know when you're going to have a Left House album.
I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be putting out some songs before the end of the year, like a couple more songs, and then probably next year I'll do some sort of focused album of sorts.
To do a Christmas album.
Oh yeah, I always do make a few Christmas numbers, LSD Christmas numbers, if you will. And also too, like, I'm a weirdo Christmas freak where I only watch Christmas movies starting from Thanksgiving on, but it's already started. It started early. I've watched like 8 Christmas movies already, and so I'll be reviewing weird, really bad Hallmark Christmas movies every day on the show too, starting in December. So that'll be fun.
Awesome.
That sounds lit.
Stupid, yeah, good stuff.
Oh, I think it sounds great, honestly.
You an owner
Cool.
of the
Better have Ernest Saves Christmas in there.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a classic for sure. Yeah, we'll do that one.
Ugly sweater collection that left?
Am I an ugly sweater collector?
Yes.
No, I wish I was, but yeah, no, I like ugly sweaters, but I've not collected them. No, honestly, I wish I had.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the awards that are going to be going out to everybody at the show.
Amazing.
Kingsbury did it up, and we passed a few of them out already, and everybody will get them personalized. I got a couple of the people that were on the show earlier, like More Cheese.
This is
minted out. I just haven't sent them out.
Inspired by Left House's award-winning work. So
yeah,
I love awards.
Now you can
sorry to interrupt,
guys.
And I got the next Criticraft up too, so you can hit !play while everything's going down, and bring it back up again. This is going to be for something Left House, right? What could we do? But you know what? I know I have something nice that's Left House related, so we'll just say it's that.
I'll throw on an Action Family Club card.
Oh, snaps!
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice.
Well,
Right on.
That will
So are we
work
doing
out just
giveaways
fine.
here?
Yeah, we're just kind of like intermediately doing critter
Probably do
giveaways.
we should probably do a Roman Punks fighter pack for someone in the audience too. That'd be fun.
Very
We've got
All
a
right,
few.
all right.
Yeah,
Maybe,
actually, I just picked up some Roman Punks pack, and I'm gonna pick one up to give away this week on the show as well too. So if you guys want more
Nice.
Roman Punks, it'll be you can win it on the show this week.
Sharing
Very
the
cool.
love it.
and I think Lil's microphone cut out.
Sorry, I was so excited when I opened my pack. I got Bellona. Is that her name? I said, "My gosh, she looks like me. She's got my hair." I was excited. I'm so
Bellona, the goddess of war.
yes, yes, I like that one.
Reminds Lil of Lil. That's awesome.
She's got my hair. It's frazzled.
Wish I could.
So,
Oh, you got it.
Good thing you didn't list it for 5,000 wax, or you wouldn't have it anymore.
Right?
Oh, I won't do that. She's a nice card.
That was cool to see the secondary market just blowing up on that, though. Someone mentioned it in the chat, and I went and peeked, and I was like, "Oh my stars! That's awesome." It's cool to see the projects taking off like that.
Yeah, wax 80 cents. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys caught the chat, but it's kind of been blowing up.
I was watching wax.
Good timing for it, for sure.
Right? Right on.
On a Sunday. That's not in October too, or November.
Right.
Should know what month it is.
Well, Punctavian, on your Discord, you've been distributing other NFTs that aren't dropped or available in any other ways. That I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about that and kind of the revamping or the new stuff that's going on with that.
Yeah, we have the Catacombs, which is a bot that's built in to Discord where you're rewarded for chatting. So essentially, by interacting in Discord, it's just like leveling up. All the Discords have the leveling system, so it uses that same mechanic where instead of leveling up, you have a chance of spawning a quest. And so you got to go to a specific channel, like a spot spam channel or whatever, and then you can interact with the bot and complete these quests. So you buy a weapon, and then you level up. So you see which the quests are, and some of them might be too high for you, some of them might be too low. So there's like a little bit of a gameplay aspect to it. But then there's also a small chance that you're going to get a quest that is redeemable for a wax NFT. So we have the fighter wax cards that are sold in the pack currently, but then we also have a whole set of civilian wax cards that aren't fighting, but they can be earned by completing the quests in the Discord. And the future utility for those civilian cards has not yet been announced, but it will be involving some sort of a blending. So you'll have a chance to get the cards that are civilians and blend them into something more and ladder up into more rare cards. So that's where the civilian ones will play, and that's where the motivation will be for people to collect them and then ladder them up into cards that are more rare and more valuable. So yeah, what we're doing is we're adding a whole bunch more now that we've done the fighter mint. For those who already are playing in it, it's starting to get repetitive because they're getting the same cards over and over and over again because we haven't revised it for a few weeks yet. But now that we have the fighter pack up, we're adding a ton more civilian cards, and we're also structuring it so that depending on what level you are, will depend on what spawns you get. So if you're, level 1 and then you get to level 2, you're not going to see those level 1 cards come up anymore. So it'll reduce the amount of duplicates that people will get, and it will also reward people for continuously going up the levels and create some excitement for like when they get to the next level, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, I'm going to get a new card. So it's fun. It's a bot that is developed externally. It's called DueUtil, DueUtil.tech. And the cool thing about it is when we first were looking for an RPG bot, we looked at them and we were like, well, you can completely customize everything. So you can create your own weapons and you can create your own quests. So we can basically skin the entire bot and make it look like it's ours, which is cool. apart from like the name of the bot or the profile picture of the bot. That's the only thing that we can't really customize. But the interesting thing about it is that any other server that has this bot installed will also, your profile crosses all the servers, right? So if the online in had do util, then you could have quests on your server. And then you could go into our server and then people could complete them in both servers, right? So it's like, it's a Discord server agnostic questing bot. So you can even go into the server support server and complete quests there, right? So that's the cool thing, is it allows for like collaboration between different communities. Like we're not there yet. Like we're the only project that we know that runs it. But if any other collabing type projects were to have it, then that's a way to get like users that are sharing and going and popping into everyone's Discord because they're all using this same questing bot. So yeah, it's pretty neat. One thing is we're talking to the owner of the bot, and he's working on setting up a webhook for us so that we can automate the quests. So right now what happens is that people get the quest that's redeemable, and then they have to go into a log and they say, okay, here's it, the one I completed, and they have to manually post it, and then we have to manually send it to them. So the first step is to get a webhook so that when people complete the quest, they don't have to go log it. It'll just automatically post it into the quest log for them. And then the next step after that is we can develop our own bot that will send and create a claim link for those NFTs. So that'll be huge. And I know that
that'd be massive for sure.
Honeycomb, SickVM software, they're already doing something similar like that, where they, through some questing system in their server, you can win NFTs by interacting, and then they have a way, because they have all really cool technology, a way to send the NFT to them through a claim link. So we're looking into all that, and with some of these great wax sales that we're having for the fighter pack, will help us to finance the development of that project. We've been talking to another person who worked with what was it? The monkeys, crypto monkeys? No, what's the name of that monkeys one on Wax?
I think that's right.
Crypto monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have a bot that does that.
Okay.
I'm not so familiar with it, but they have a bot where you complete things in their server, and then it will create claim links so you can get the NFTs sent to you automatically. So yeah, it'll be huge if we can do that. Then it'll be a game changer, because we can just let people stream into the Discord without actually us having to do anything manually. That's the problem right now, is like, oh, if we suddenly had like an influx of like 1,000 new users who are questing, like we'd have to be like hiring all these people to go and like transfer the NFTs to all the questers. So we need that integrated before we can like essentially moon our project, because those are the limitations now, right?
Sure.
Yeah. But
with the organic growth, I'm sure you guys will get there. You're well on your way.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice to like the good thing about having the Wax and the ETH arms of the project is that when one languishes, the other tends to go forward. So like right now the OpenSea and the Ethereum NFTs, it's really slow because of the gas. It seems like it's starting to pick up elsewhere now too, but not for us. But it's just generally really slow over there in the ETH side. But then the Wax project starts taking off, and we have a huge community growing from the Wax side. And then we're still building the ETH stuff. So then once the Ether project starts taking off, then we'll bring in a new crowd there as well. So it's been a great experience having both blockchains and using them.
I think that's a great thing, and I think a lot of people that are on, if they were just doing art or game on one particular blockchain, they're realizing now to really reach out, you have to bridge or have a bridge mechanism to being on ETH, being on Solana, or being on other crypto, just to bring that audience in as well. So it's helpful to bridge all of it together, because I don't know about how you feel, I know you're more on ETH, but I find that a lot of artists or that tend to stay on ETH because that's the big boy arena.
Mhm.
They don't look at the other side, like the Wax or Cardano or the smaller crypto blockchains, because
Mhm.
there's a lot of good artists and you can really make your way, and groups have made really good gains and their projects have really been noticed on the Wax blockchain. So it's nice to see the bridging occurring. For
Yeah.
yourself, you've got ETH, so you can get that audience, and even people that are on Wax that have ETH, they notice it too. So it's
Mhm.
good for everybody, I think.
Well, my
Yeah,
first
no.
ETH piece is a Roman Punks piece. I had to take advantage of that voucher sale, and that's my first official Ethereum piece. So it is bringing people both ways, I think.
Yeah, that's the intention, we're even looking at other, we're involved with the Algorand blockchain as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, my partner is on a site called Dahai.uk, and it is a fine art house out of London, UK, and built on the Algorand blockchain. So we're thinking about how we can have a fine art sort of arm of Roman Punk's project added over there as well. Because Algo is another one that is, it's kind of just, there's rumblings going on in the background, but it hasn't got there yet. It hasn't even got enough attention that, most people you'll talk to won't even know about it. But there's a lot of really cool stuff going on there, with music, NFTs and stuff too on Algo. So that's another one that we're looking at currently. Yeah, no, it's more about like trying to branch out as much as we can to try and, expose ourselves to as many different audiences. And that's, what it basically comes down to, and then the thing about the Ethereum NFTs is that because the Ethereum has the most value attached to it currently, it just makes the most sense to be essentially that's for the shareholders, that's for the people that are essentially investing in the project and supporting the project from an investment standpoint. And then how we reward people is by providing dividends as the project grows based on the ETH pieces. So we have 1,000 NFTs on Ether. We're building them now. We have about 650 minted and about 900 made. So we'll get to 1,000 before the end of the year. And then once those 1,000 are there, that's it. There will never be more than 1,000 Roman Punks. And so those 1,000 pieces will all act as a share essentially of the company as we build elsewhere. So like as we build Go, etc. elsewhere, then it all goes back to the Ethereum piece as being essentially the root of it all. So there'll be kickbacks for the people who own those Ethereum pieces, whether that be percentage share of the profits of the Wax project going forward, the sandbox, getting your voxel version of your Ether piece going forward, and other not yet announced dividend plans that we have that we'll use as a way to attract more people into the project and more investment money. Because when people buy the Ethereum pieces, then that gives us the crypto that we can use to build and expand the empire essentially. Because we're not withdrawing any of the crypto into cash to pay our rent or anything like that. What we're doing is we're using it to build it into more. Like we've developed a Chainlink VRF smart contract to use for generating random numbers. And so how that works is that when we're doing giveaways that have a high value attached to them, rather than just a basic normal giveaway, but like a big giveaway where it's like you're going to win some like super epic NFT, like huge one, or even if it was an NFT from another project, then we can use this Chainlink VRF, verified randomness function, to award the NFTs, and it's been verified on chain, so no one can accuse anyone of tampering, etc. And also Chainlink has a totally different community in itself, right? So they have this community called the Link Marines, and they're all super nerdy memers, and they all have like, you know, memes of like Sergei Nazarov, who's the creator of Chainlink. They all have memes of like with his face superimposed on them, and their Twitter game is so on point. They're hilarious. And so, you know, by us having our Chainlink smart contract, it gives us access to that community, so we can market to them as well and say like, well, we're part of the Link Marines too now. So that's just what we're trying to do, is, you know, expand and target as many different markets as we can. But honestly, the wax is where the heart and soul of the community is, because, you know, the people that we've had that have come from ETH, for the most part, they either come and then they just hold their stuff and they leave, or they come and then they just try to flip it. But the wax people that are in, they just love the project, and the people that collecting the wax pieces, they like them for what they are and the potential and the fun in the Discord, etc. So we are definitely gearing towards, you know, expanding the wax project as however we can. And one exciting thing too is, maybe you guys want to talk a little bit more about this, because you'll know more about it than I do, is Immersis. And as Frazal noted earlier, we got invited to to be an Immersis creator, but because it came out of the blue, I thought it was spam. So I'm like, what is this? Who is spamming me with this? You know, like they want money, like, you know, and there's a link, it looks real, like, but I don't know, is it? So it actually ended up being a real person. And so now we're talking to Immersis about putting some of our stuff up there and creating some specific exclusive stuff for Immersis, because the cool thing about Immersis is that you can have wearables and wearables. I'm not used to saying that word out loud, mostly just type it all the time. So what you can do is, like, we can take our Roman Punk like spears and pilums and like all these cool weapons that we've developed. We even have this weapon, it's called a man catcher. They're all based on like real medieval weapons and stuff, but we can create weapons and use them as wearables in Immersis, and that people can buy them and suit up their characters with and stuff. So
that'd be way cool.
A new thing for us as well. Yeah. Do you guys have any more experiences with Immersis that you can share and kind of help inspire me to get more involved?
They got so much awesome stuff going on in there. Yeah, a lot of creators have already made tools and kind of slacking on that one, but there may be something coming somewhat soon. May have talked to a friendly 3D artist into making something 3D for it. Just got to put the rest of the pieces together. But inside Immersis is really cool if you're a player, because I think it's like 50 wax to get your first tool, and you can go get like a hatchet or a fishing pole or whatever you feel like you would want to do inside Immersis, and you can just grind that. And the nodes are pretty evenly spaced, so it's kind of fun. You don't have to wait too long for a spawn timer if you're camping in a certain area. And you know, seeing that it started implementing the play to earn, it's gonna attract a lot more people. It's probably one of the closest games to.
I like how they have their little storefronts that people can, you know, it looks almost like an early 2000s FPS kind of world, like Half-Life or something.
Yeah, have you seen some of those places, like the Chibi Island or Magenta store or Floyd's store? They're all awesome. I'm jealous.
I've seen it, a couple of them. Yeah, it looks rad. Yeah, and then how they're selling it out for like as advertising space there as well. Like, that's a cool idea. Yeah, stoked on it for sure.
What was that, Will?
I said I haven't been in there myself. I haven't even seen their world.
Do you have a pass?
Immersed.
I got an extra pass if you need one.
Well, are they selling? No. You know me, I don't like to take things.
They're really cheap right now because they just airdropped a bunch, so they're like 10 wax.
Oh, that's not bad. I can get one, or I can buy it off you.
Yeah, and we always have giveaways.
Yeah, I know.
And
Away.
I think the cool thing is that a lot of NFTs from a lot of projects can be used in Immersis. And so you might have NFTs in your wallet you don't even know that can be used there in their world.
Yeah, and I seen that their fee is like $150 to enter, which is super reasonable because it gives your NFTs gamification right off the bat.
Mhm.
So,
Left
hint,
House,
hint, creators out there.
Left, are you in there? Immersis?
Been in there once. We're talking about trying to get a little something set up in there. But I went in there one time and I thought it was pretty cool. I bought some weird VR headset and I put it on and it made everything weird and red, and I took it off because it was scary. But it feels. I was scared when I was in there. It was very lonely. There was nobody around. I thought I was going to get killed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what grows and comes out of Immersis for sure. I'm going to try to dabble some more in there. But yeah, we want to get a store set up, and we want to go for it. We want to be in every metaverse.
You can use a VR headset in there?
Well, I bought one inside. It was a digital one for my avatar to wear, and it just changed the way that the screen looked for the human version of me. Yeah,
the wearables. This is
I know when they were originally building it, it was
and you can make masks too. And, yeah,
educate me on that. I haven't really I've heard a lot about them, but I've never checked them out. So I have to do my homework.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I checked out Chibi Island too, that's really relaxing place.
Yeah, so they are building it with the VR foundation, so it's disabled right now. But you'll be able to 3D immerse yourself.
I could use my VR headset, my actual VR headset, and you go in there once they get that all fixed up.
Yep. Once they re-enable it.
Oh.
I never actually threw the VR headset on to check it out yet, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to maybe start the first guild in Immersis if they don't already have a guild. We got some people that are already coming up with some good ideas in the community. We'll have to release something for that later.
VR art, like artists that doing NFTs in the VR space, and they've done some really cool art. I have to remember the artists. I've seen a couple, and it's awesome stuff that they do in that space.
This is a gloxicle from the community if anybody's curious. right on the money.
Are you doing any marbles, Frazzle?
So we're gonna do a Criticraft like right now, and my suggestion is to buy an axe so you can cut down the birch trees and make your money for the next couple. Let me throw the screen share up. Oops. And I forgot what we're giving out, but I could do like the Immersis beta card for the first person, and
are we going to do a Roman Punk fighter pack?
Should we just do like 3 Criticrafts in a row real quick?
However you want to handle it, Frazzle.
Yeah, they're pretty quick. There's only like 27 people here. They'll go quick. First one will be for another Immersis beta card. Next one will be for Roman Punks, and the last one, a Left House action dude.
Family card?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I might have to enter. These are some good prizes.
Right?
No.
You should all be entering.
No. Don't enter my own game. All right, let's start it though. And I think I can turn the music off this time, so it's not as bad. Oh, sweet.
Is there any projects that any of you have seen that like recently or heard of that are maybe none of us have heard yet? That you
Consonant Design.
Well, Consonant Design. Cam has good stuff.
He's doing his first Friday drop.
I saw that. He twittered that. A new little creature.
And I'm still touching up the music.
Oh, that's
A lot of
music.
mastering
Ooh.
to do, but I got a general beat already worked out. Just trying to find the right dynamic sound to go with it. 12 hours of that can make you go crazy as well. It's where a lot of my time's been this last week is just making music and the ether faucet agents. I got a nice halfling gnome dude. We're voting on if it's a halfling or a gnome or a halfling gnome. But that should be coming out this week too. Maybe even tonight
Thank
for the
you. Having
members.
coming out.
Kayla has a new piece, black-footed. What was that? Ferret. It's another endangered species. 10 mint deal from her series going on.
When will that one? Now or is it
This coming week.
this coming week?
Yeah, and then hopefully a new set of blends for Emmett's Green Horse project. We'll get a couple more blends up for that, and hopefully some Space Vibe blends if I can get my signatures onto a couple things. See what happens.
Nice. And I did get your wax wallet, Master, so I'll just send that out right now.
Little is random. She just all of a sudden an idea, the hamster wheel spits something out, and then I produce. So I never have a plan. Although if people haven't, I did it already, but Little reduced all her littles. So if there's any little you don't have and you don't like, check out my Atomic Hub because I reduced them to like a wax. My mint ones were up. I don't know if they're all gone, but I put those for 5 wax. But yeah, I was doing a closet clean out.
Fire sale at Lil's, everyone.
Fire sale, yes.
Get in on that.
Yeah, I did not too bad. And the support from the community has been beyond awesome. So thank you very much to everybody that bought. And what I did is I minted only 15 of them and they're all gone. So 15 people that bought into the closet clean out and bought a lot, I gave them a mint of this country bumpkin, which was actually the art piece that stuck on OpenSea forever, ever.
I can actually show that off if you want. My stream is NSFW now.
Oh, is it?
Or at least on Twitch. Maybe I should wait till next episode.
Okay.
You can get the YouTube all set up for that too, just in case. Not that I'm making any monetary gains on YouTube, just.
But yeah, I moved that piece over to wax. I figured most of my supporters are there. It's that piece was stuck on OpenSea since September. It's a never see. So I have to make a new account, I think.
Sweet. Well, this grubfish is going to be for the fighter pack.
Good luck to everyone.
Nice. All right.
Let's do it.
Grub explode enabled. Twist, turn, resize, spin, charge, dodge. I don't even know what moon does, but you can moon your grub.
You go ass first, yeah.
Invest in crypto. Do your own research. That's crazy, though. Curious where wax is going to be next week. 80 some odd cents right now.
Maybe
what's causing this? What's in the news?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Sitting
in the last time with the Binance, it was that last moon went over $1.
Did it? I didn't even catch that. I thought it was like 75 cents.
Right now, it's top
75 cents.
top 100 or something like that. Wax is.
Okay, so it is dipping back down, but yeah, I haven't heard anything. It's just randomly going up on a Sunday. Sometimes it does that. Somebody probably was like, Cardano? Nah. Let's throw it in wax.
A quick scan of the news articles. Some people are tying it to all the new wax games that are coming out and the amount of money that's pouring in from that stuff.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
So I can see some effect from there.
Yep.
Promising.
All right, so Cyber's
Cyber Rhythm.
yeah, he's a usual in our Discord, so sure you can reach out to him more.
Octavian a DM or If you can't find me, then go to the Roman Punks channel on the online end and mention your name.
You got a good presence over there, Punctavian. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi and hanging out. It's nice to see you in at the end.
Oh wow, second place.
I try to get around, you know.
Oh, look at that.
You know, that generosity is super nice, but it's hard on streamers. I'm just kidding. Like, I don't want my prize no more. Throw it to the next guy. No, that's fine. Shardville, I think you're also in our Discord. Octavian has his own. Well, yeah. Sure, we'll figure it out. It's not rocket science.
So Cyber Rhythm, you just wanted to play for fun? You won, and then you just wanted to pass it on? Like, that's interesting.
Self punk packs.
He's very active in the Ether Faucet community too. I think he won a couple times and just forwarded the win to the community. So
I mean, I think it's very sweet of him, very generous. Cyber Rhythms won on our show before, and he didn't pass it on there. So I was just, what the hell's going on?
He likes your stuff more.
So the prize goes to Chardville then. Correct?
Yeah, that will work, Shardville. I'll throw Cyber something. We'll make an award lowerment for you.
Very supportive member. Even with my stuff, he bought a whole whack of it. So I definitely appreciate his support. He's been an awesome community member across the servers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and in a StreamYard, anybody can share screens, by the way, in the future. So if like Dangus wants to add his, you can just add it to the stream. You should have that permission.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm sharing it now. I don't know. Yeah, no doubt, right?
Oh, I actually, okay.
I'm not touching buttons.
I got into this before Halloween because I was in a Halloween mood, and this thing went nutty butters, and I don't understand why, but I'm not going to question it. But it's these generative pieces on Polygon of like Frankensteins and the more punk stuff, and I don't know. I just thought it was interesting, so I was throwing it up since Lil was asking about any projects that we haven't shared. And I haven't talked about this too much. So anyways, it's interesting. Nice. Yeah, they had like 6 ETH traded when I got in, or less than 6, and like, it's up to 14 ETH traded in just, a week or so. So it's kind of do your own, research obviously, but shit kind of went wild. I don't, Anyway,
seems like they're cheap too.
They're not too expensive right now. Yeah. So
yeah, they're the same price as my Matic lamps, I think. Yeah, or there might be an extra 0 on the Matic lamps, but
how many lands do you have up there, Frazzle?
21, which I have 100 of them made already. I just haven't done the work to make them into an NFT and then make them into another NFT. It's a little time consuming. And
oh yeah, I really, last night. Those are awesome.
Yeah, I get really bored of the same grind, so I'm like the king of unfinished projects. I got 20 more Demon Doodles blends I need to put up, 100 more Animal Breeds blends that people have been waiting on for probably 2 months now. But it's the same grind. It's kind of hard to support it, especially when there's not a lot of people waiting for it.
That's what I love about having or being involved in so many different aspects of creativity, because I can jump into one when when I'm frustrated with another, like kind of turn into the other project or something and come back around to the other one.
I've heard about the Neon District.
Never
heard about it at the same time. I heard about what the hell is that token? Oh, that's gonna bug me. Whatever.
After when our show ends, and then the light bulb will go off.
Yeah. I'll come back to you guys later, maybe. No promises. But I suppose we should do Grubfish for the Action Family
Club card. Yeah, I've got it. I've just purchased it. I'm ready to give it away.
Oh wow, that's like a $30 pack, right?
Yeah.
So we got some pretty good prizes going out today. I want to win an extra. If you get 5 of them, then some extra stuff happens.
Yeah, right. If you're holding 5 of them, it's like you basically are in this rewards pool. So, like every other collection that we have, like when we release the film, you'll get like airdrops throughout the year from that percentage pool of earnings, if that makes sense. Trying to say things like, right, using the right words now or whatnot, so I don't say it wrong and I'm in trouble or whatever. But yeah, something like that. We're giving you guys shit, lots of shit, wax and
I only give
nether
Will
things.
shit. It's okay. Mispronounce anything you want. I do all the time.
Yeah.
Like acai berries or acai berries. I don't know how the hell to say that.
Yeah, or is it gyro or gyro? I don't know.
I think that one's hero.
Oh, it's hero. Okay, yeah.
Is it Will?
Tomato, potato, potato.
Beans.
The bastardization of the English language is one of my strong points, so.
Oh, yeah. No, English is like one of those crazy languages. You either learned it or you didn't.
It's true. I never did.
Blame it on my Canadian accent.
Yeah, you don't speak very good American.
Oh, I don't.
Good American.
All right.
Syrup. Hey, I just want to say I appreciate Punctavian coming on and Left House coming on for the show and everything. I know. I think
appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot easier to run the show with a bunch of people. I can just kind of chill back. Thank you, Will and Dangus, for doing the interviews too. Because
I could keep talking about all kinds of things, but it's not the little show; it's the all of us show. So,
Punctavian, anything you want to send off with or anything? I know it sounds like you might have to peace out. So,
thanks, Dangus. I'm peacing out now. Catch you next time. See you all in the inn. You can follow our channel on the online inn, Roman Punks, and then our Discord server, discord.gg/Roman Punks, and come play in the catacombs and win some NFTs by hanging out in the chat. And
I gotta come over.
Hopefully. Yeah. We'll do this again soon.
I might have to install that bot at the end.
Right? Yeah, we can talk, man.
It reminds me a lot of the other bot we were using for quite a while, just a RPG quest deal. So,
same kind of a deal.
A couple minutes
awesome.
to learn it.
Well, thanks, Punctavian.
Take care, guys. Thanks.
Peace, man.
Later.
Left House, do you have anything you want to add or anything you want? I don't know how long we're going.
No, I'll just say, tune in this week to the Upland Action NFT News, 1 p.m. PST. We have insane guests all week long. Green Rabbit tomorrow, Alien Worlds on Tuesday, Baby Dino, Bad Baby Dino on Wednesday. I think we're going to drop a new Lefty Hold card on Thursday. Then, of course, Crypto Monkey Friday. And then Brad Goss, the Murder Clowns. He's going to join us on Friday, too. So,
I love that guy's art.
Me, too.
And comedy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
You going to have him read another story online?
We'll have him do story time for sure. Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Right
yeah, tune in for story time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you can find this all at, I can find the link, lefthouse.art. All the info for the drops. I noticed one of your Nefty links is disabled, but you can just hit back as soon as you click on it, and it will bring you.
Oh yeah. I need to go update the site. I'll do that tonight.
But
Discord, Left's Discord server, he has all the announcements there.
Yeah, that's the safer place to go than the website for information for sure. Yeah,
definitely. And we should have links everywhere in our Discord too. So
yes, we got.
And I'm gonna share the link to the Action Family Club card here in the private chat, so you can give it to the winners. Would that work?
Yeah, that works
right,
perfectly fine. Let's start this actually.
Cool.
Because I still have one more giveaway I want to do after this too, and that's going to be for what the hell was it?
Frazzle, did you give out our poster that we made for the show?
I did not make the poster because I wasn't.
It's a great
I just
poster.
didn't make it. Yeah, but we do have that nice Google document, and we can airdrop it out to everybody that
Okay.
attended as well.
Because I thought it was pretty.
That's what I was gonna give out first. It was gonna be the number one of that. Yeah.
Frazzle goes, oh,
I'm not making this up on the spot. I promise.
hey, we'll send it out to all of our viewers and do an airdrop. I'm like, okay, sure.
What do we have out there?
Looks like Dangus might win.
Dude, I'm
You never
hanging
know.
in there.
Right on.
Oh,
Oh,
That's what happens every time we say somebody's name. They go next. I swear to God.
Yeah. Every time.
Congrats, though. To
Yeah.
United
Congrats.
Pirates.
Who is that?
United
United
Pirate.
Pirate. Awesome. I think that I don't know that name. I think maybe that's a new person to my.
Oh, they've been in our Discord for a while. I
Okay.
think they even
Cool.
have the VIP, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Well, welcome to the action family, there, Mr. United Pirate.
Yeah, now you definitely have to get into the Left House Discord.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
if you don't have a VIP role, the Action Family Club card actually gives a role in our Discord as well. So
Oh, that's right.
yeah, it's like a generic pass holder tab they can get into, but
That's great.
you know, every little thing adds up, and I'd be more than down to airdrop pass holder something in the future as well.
Cool.
If you ever
Awesome,
do
yeah.
like a collab or something there.
Yeah, I want to do a collab. I know we were talking about it there for a second.
Is this the Medium article for the club?
Yeah, that's the
Is
Medium
that
article that explains the whole Action Family Club card thing there. So I was just dropping that in there. Maybe United Pirate might want to look at that so I can get up to speed.
Yes, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot to it. I helped with it, and I don't even know. So
There's a lot of parts, but it's kind of simple when you get a bird's eye on it. You're like, okay, it's not, it's, we have our, our sell. Once we hit certain points in the sell off of the card, we're, unlocking certain things and starting to give things away. And, but yeah, we've already hit our 25% mark. So that opened up, like our giveaway now, like on the show is like only for club card holders Monday through Thursday. And it's like, I think there's about 55 or so people that are holding the card. So like we now have like a, pretty good wallet for buying prizes and stuff like that to give away. So it kind of behooves you to have this card and come every Monday through Thursday. It's only for the club card holders, and Fridays open to the public. But I mean, you have a good chance of winning things if you're in the family at the moment. Like good stuff too, like drop bears. So we're gonna put one of those up. Some Roman punks this week, and who knows? I'm sure we'll put up some good Alien World stuff too, since they're coming in. But yeah, good stuff, good prizes. So welcome to the family, United Pirate.
yeah, this sounds like a week to not miss your shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited for Green Rabbit coming in because they haven't been on in a minute, and I know that there's a lot of updates and things coming there, so it'll be exciting to see where they're at with it all. And then with Alien Worlds and the Metaforce collaboration we have, that'll be super fun to talk about all that stuff with them on the show. So I'm excited.
Right? It's so crazy to watch these. Well, I mean, I had a feeling Alien World is going to blow up right away. They were kind of always popular.
Yeah.
Even before, like most of the wax people came over. But it's nice seeing these like smaller startups get to where they're at, like Clash Dome and and I don't know. I just think it's really cool when you're like the first 100, 200 people into a project, and then you see it blow up, and all of a sudden it has 10,000 members or
Yeah. Well,
whatever.
Ricoyer has been like, from day one with Alien Worlds, he was like way gung ho into it and then very active in their community and stuff. But when we got to, I never had thought in a million years that Metaforce would be doing this. And what we're doing with them is insane too. Like, and yeah, it's crazy be with the comic books and stuff, but there's a lot that we're integrating in with them as far as Metaforce goes. And I mean, like you watch big crypto shows on YouTube, and the people are talking about Alien World because they're watching the charts and stuff. Like it's on a lot of people's radars, So it's crazy
Especially
to be involved with them, especially like you're saying, it's just like it was this weird idea, and I can remember going, well, how big do we want to go with this? Like, should we go for it? Let's go for it, or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. It's just it feels like a dream, like the way that the whole thing has been going with that one.
Well, just like your project, like Metaphors, look how long you've come.
Yeah.
Where you are now, and really in a short period of time, just over a year?
Yep. About that, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these projects came out this year.
Yeah, I mean, like the Crypto Monkeys anniversary thing was their 1 year anniversary. Yeah. Like, what the hell? They seem like they're years into this.
Right?
It's crazy. Yeah. They're so good at doing this. It's insane.
But it's great to see projects starting off small, like how you guys were small, and how you progress. And that's the great thing about being in the metaverse when it was fairly young, and even in like the last year, look how fast it's grown, how fast it's moved, you miss something for a second, and there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Where before I felt like, oh, it's moving sort of slowly, and now things are just taking off so fast. It's like almost like a blur.
Yeah, it is. It is. But and I still think we're still in the beginning,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to look like a year from now.
Yeah. Mind blowing.
Yeah, we'll have to have that conversation again.
I know. Yeah, it's rare in my life when I can remember my pathway through something so clearly, but because it's been such a short time, the A to Z's to this very conversation is very clear to me.
Yeah, and amazing with the technology and how what it'll look like in a year. The sky is the limit, right?
Yeah, really excited for a year from now.
Right, I'm watching all this technology just get integrated into communities faster and faster. Like, I'm ready for these play-to-earn games. I'm ready for these play-to-earn streamers that are making money while they're playing the game and streaming it. Like, that's not sure I could do it exactly, but I wouldn't mind playing games for a living.
Indeed.
Be fun.
Don't have big aspirations. I just want to play another person's game, I guess.
and make a living at it.
Yeah. I don't want to create my own game. There's too much to it. I don't want to create my own token unless somebody wants to come in and help me out with everything.
I mean, I was starting to create a game, and then it kind of got put to the side. But I feel like what we're building in the Uplift world is like going to be a game, like the Leftland and Uplift world is going to be like a lot of game, like it's going to be a crazy maze. There's going to be scavenger hunts, things that, that you have to go from A to Z, stuff like that. So in a way, I feel like we're creating a game, what's happening within a game within a game. Like, I think that's going to happen a lot. Like, because all these metaverses provide that, are providing that, like, build your own game, or whatnot. So yeah, I want to do it all. I want shops and games in them all. Why not?
Like Blancos is one of those like Robloxy build your own type of crypto games. If you haven't checked out that one, it's pretty cool.
No, I'm in there. I'm in Blancos a little bit. There's another one on ETH that's very similar feeling to Blancos. What is the name of it? I want to say Immersus, but I know that's not it because that's the other one. But they're all like, too many of them.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I don't give Uplift the time it deserves. I think I need to build you a QR code on your land somewhere in the future
Yes.
still,
Yeah,
too, for
yeah.
your website.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be super
Uh,
cool.
But we'll have to plan that out, and you can
Yeah.
show me where you want it or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
let's
over
figure
your
it out.
whole top, otherwise you have a big QR code
Yeah.
covering everything up. But
Yeah, we'll figure something out. A spot for it.
all right, so this is going to be for Lil's cover art that she did for this show, and
Awesome.
the reason I haven't made it into an NFT yet is because I wanted to link the YouTube episode to the NFT, because I've seen some other people doing that and want to give it a shot. Never made a YouTube NFT yet. I think that'd be
That's
kind of
awesome.
cool.
That's
Very cool.
And then we'll have the awards going out slowly, since I have to manually make them with each name. And we'll
I'm truly honored to get the first award. It means everything
I
to
mean,
me.
you have an
I'm
award-winning
redoing the
show.
opening to the show, and the award's going to be in there. It's going to be
Oh,
part of the
shit.
opening.
You honor us, sir.
See, that's the thing, is you honor us. You're the legendary father of the metaverse. So therefore, the rights of having the first trophy belongs to you.
I'll take it.
Right.
Thanks for it.
And I was trying to 3D model a trophy, and I got this. It looks all right, but thank you, Kingsbury, for making a trophy, because I don't think mine would have been done in time, or it definitely is not done. Yeah,
that was fun to do, and glad it's well accepted. That's means a lot to me as well. So that's awesome.
Wasn't it
Right
your
on.
idea, though? Kingsbury?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was watching the Left House show this week, and they're closing out once again, talking about their award-winning show, and I was like, "Damn, dude, we need to give him an award." So all that went through my head. I was like, "We need to get Left an award." So that just kind of jumped in.
It's all I've ever wanted.
He needs more awards for his award-winning shows.
I know.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have so many rewards from different collections this week. They just all start popping up like, hey, yeah, we should start doing awards too. No,
Good idea.
we're the first people to ever do awards.
I know.
So,
Get this critter crafter.
yeah.
I'm
we
going to
can
jump out while you guys are critter crafting, but thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We'll see
Yeah,
you this
thanks for
week.
Thanks for
on.
coming in, Left.
All right, we'll talk this week. Thank you guys.
Later, man.
Bye.
And that was the infamous Left House, everyone.
Yes.
So this is going to be the last grubfish of the night, because it looks like we're winding down to that 2-hour mark pretty quick. So we'll play this real quick, and then I'll give you a sneak peek at Consonant's newest design, which is going to be this Friday, and might even give one out on the Friday stream, since, we do the Friday and Sunday stream. Yeah, let's get down to it. This one is going to be given out a little bit later, because it takes a couple minutes to make it. I'm glad to see all the updates with Atomic Hub lately, too. They definitely got a lot in store. If you're a project representative, there's some new tools you can check out in the project representative tab. And if you're not, you can check out the article from 6 p.m. We have it in a Discord somewhere.
I think it's in the NFT creators channel.
Yeah. So there's definitely more tools coming for like collection books and a couple other surprises that we're not supposed to talk about, I guess.
Right on. Well, I'm excited for the road ahead on all that stuff. I think with new tools come new inspiration and collaboration and all sorts of new ideas piling on top of that, like, whoa, that'd be cool.
Right.
But what about if you could do this? Oh,
100 ways to do it, and it looks like Grubfish broke with Master AI's winning again. But
Rigged.
Silent came in second, so I remember that too. I think Master
Just
AI has
joking.
already won something today, didn't he?
Congrats,
Oh.
Master AI.
And something I wanted to show off, but I couldn't remember. It's not in my notepad for some reason.
I'll give you a minute here. I'm sure it'll come to you.
Looks like we lost Lil.
Nope, here she comes.
I was having some technical difficulties. Sorry,
That's okay.
as usual. I didn't have some Santa or for my birthday.
What was that?
I need a new computer. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
we're gonna have to have a computer sale for you.
Yes. I tried to set up my computer so I could go on it tonight instead of my tablet. It wasn't having it.
I smell a computer pack sale coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone hop into Lil's
I feel
Atomic
like-
Hub and check out what she got for sale.
Yeah. If you don't know her WAM, it's hjsb.wam. You can just look that up real quick. Bunch of sales on her end. It looks
Yeah,
like
they're-
Wax is doing that roller coaster. I just spent on my Wax, so
Don't
that was
worry.
probably a slow move.
I appreciate. You bought some. I saw Dangus bought some from my closet, so I appreciate everybody who bought in. That was
I had
so
to
much-
jump in a little bit. There's some good stuff in there.
Yes, I'm gonna get a friend of mine to build me a computer, put the pieces together, so that I can have like the graphics card and be able to handle games and blah blah blah. Ooh, cam stuff.
Yeah, so it looks like there's 50 more or 51 Saxaburbs left and a bunch of older pods. But the Saxaburbs are where it's at.
Yes,
I'm
I
surprised
like
they haven't sold out at 10 Wax. It is a little high right now for Wax prices, but still, that only comes to like under $10, and there's only like 100 of them.
That's a fun
So-
piece too. And I don't say
Yeah.
that just because I snagged the first mint, but
I actually got the coins to blend it up, which comes with the musical version, and I think this next week's blend is going to be a little bit cheaper. I don't think it's going to be as quite expensive to blend it in. I could be wrong though.
See, I like the beach. See, I have him already blended, and then I have the original one too.
that's a good way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I try to collect them. But I have this really bad problem with giving everything I own away.
I know the feeling.
So I'm keeping my number 11 that I have. Looks like only 13 of them have been minted out.
I think I have 12. I think.
12?
No, I think I have the number 12.
The mint number.
Oh, I was like, you have half of them, yo.
Ooh.
Holding out on us.
Lil's wailing out.
You know what? I think I can give out a Saxaburb for one last stream. Or let's see what I have in console.
That order of trophies. Look at those.
Yeah, I haven't sent them all out yet, but I'm gonna make some custom ones. So if anybody has like a custom name they want to use instead of a Discord name, just DM me or whatever, and I'll see what I can't do. It's gonna be kind of a horror making them all one by one, but I'll make it work. So I should have doubles of something to give out.
I can do a spooky pack.
Spooky pack.
Yeah. And if you want to do something better than that, I'll give it out to second place.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll go with an old school narwhal.
Oh.
There you go.
So maybe not to create the link on stream, but we crittercraft that in.
Something happened.
And then next week I'm gonna look for a different game instead of Crittercraft. Although I like Crittercraft, it's nice, easy, and my Wi-Fi lets me work with it.
Hey, how about that fighter game you were saying?
Yeah, something like that. So exclamation point play to end this off with one last giveaway. Even though I always say it's the last giveaway and then do another giveaway, this is really the last giveaway of the night.
Frazzle, you should throw a butt and what is it? Blossom on his avocado. Oh, that's moving. They sell like hotcakes, but hey, I'm just a marketing genius. Yes.
We need a sexy avocado, is what I'm reading out of that.
I got two. Sorry.
Paint you green and bleach it like a sexy avocado. No thanks. Yeah.
But
Will might be up for that.
Some of that computer fun fodder right there. There we go.
Just leave.
She just out it.
Sorry, Lil. She does a lot of work for the inn, and not just the inn, but like a lot of other people as well. So, if you're hearing this later, Lil, thank you for your help. And yeah, let's end this grubfish. We got 18 people.
All right, let's get it.
You want to hit the last place with something? First person to die?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then I'll hit the first person to win.
Sounds perfect.
And it looks like Cam Burnalot might have been the first one to die. It was almost yourself.
It happens.
Oh yeah, and thanks everybody for showing up today. If you haven't subbed or liked the channel, do that. You can. Appreciate those. Helps us grow and give out more prizes. I think. I'm going to give out the same amount.
So. There you go.
Either way, boy.
Yeah. No, I mean, the support builds the ability to be able to do what we do 100%, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, Cyber just popped. I've never seen them turn small like that, I don't think.
Well, that's pretty wild. I like Moon personally, just running around arse first through this thing.
Is that what it does? Is just moons?
Yeah, it flips you around and you go backwards, I think.
Huh. Yeah, I really got to start playing more of these. I think Empress might.
Let's not. Hold on. Oh, yeah.
I called it. Finally, the curse has been broken.
There we go.
Empress, if you're on the Discord, or maybe you put your name in there.
And Flower coming in last. I got you, Flower.
Flower came in last. I wasn't sure, so we got the leaderboard right. I got your Wham Empress, so I'll have that sent out to you in just a moment. And thanks again, everybody, for coming and listening to the NFT Weekly. This is, I think, our 6th show. If it's not, it's going to be called the 6th show.
There we go.
So I'll see you all on the 7th show. GG. Oh, looking back. Sorry, Lil.
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys, but I just want to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, everyone that came. I think it was a really awesome show. It was nice to have Roman Punks on again and the legendary Left House. So I think it was a really good show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had the great co-hosts with the most. And Angus, thank you guys as always, the trio.
Thanks for coming in too, Lil. We appreciate you.
Oh, definitely. Appreciate you guys too. And Frazzle, who keeps changing his picture. If he's a frozen. Oh, there you go. Oh, you showed
Yeah, I'll come on. I said I'd come on for a little bit. So,
oh, that was short-lived.
Yeah, then he runs away. That's all right. All right. Well, I guess maybe give him a chance to come back, or should we finish this thing out? There he is.
And look at that. We got more
problems.
Frazzle, that's impressive. We got you more than just the brim of your wax hat.
Yeah. So those who haven't seen, get a sneak peek, I guess.
Right
All
on.
right, so I'll end this out with our nice outro, which is also our intro, which I don't have set up. What the hell?
See you next
Cheers,
time.
everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, and I have a NFT for sale later today too. I haven't put the music to it yet, but
Very
a
nice.
nice little AI shroom house deal. Play it again for y'all. I think we're just gonna do like a single wax, and it'll help promote some of the airdrops that we do.
I
Like
know one guest that will be coming next week. More Cheese will be here. We wanted to
Nice.
spend more time with her and her art and the projects that she's been into and getting into. So I know she will be here for sure.
All right, so
Awesome.
we got more cheese and Star Byron's
Byron, yes.
project.
Yes,
So
I'm looking forward to seeing them. I really like his art.
all right, I'll take us out on that NFT Weekly.
Live from the online
Cheers, y'all.
inn, it's
Later.
NFT Weekly with Lil and Frazzle.
It's the NFT Weekly. Feels so right. At the online inn. Every Sunday night. It's the NFT Weekly. Feels so right. At the online inn. Every Sunday